Okay, let's see what I need to do here. As usual. Pop out this. To do this. And voila, it's done. A bit of a test. Don't tell me it's bugging again. Okay, so it's bugging again. Or maybe it's still waiting for it to render. I don't know. No. Again? Really? Well, looks like I have to do manual work here again. Okay, let me just do this again. Sure if it pops up over here. Okay, it now pops up. So I really need to open this thing first. Gotcha. You'll learn something every day. Okay. Looks good. Yahoo Neko, just checking the chat, prepping the chat thing, as per usual. It's Deadly Assault today, so might do some grindings. Is it Deadly Assault today? Yeah, Deadly Assault. Yep, Deadly Assault is today. I haven't checked what the bosses just yet. But I'm gonna do my dailies real quick. Might go for a short stream today. Who knows, depending on how long Deadly Assault would take. Especially with the thing that I love doing challenge runs. Okay, I want to check out this.
This is the path I follow.
I want to check out... Ooh, this might be really dumb. But I'm curious. I haven't really maxed out Anton's weapon. This is so weird. What does this weapon do again? When launching an X special attack or chain attack, electric damage from basic attacks and dash attacks increases by 80% for 10 seconds. This effect can trigger once every 15 seconds. Bro, just wondering if you want to join my Discord. There ain't much people, but it'll be cool. Wait. But it'll be cool if you're if it's okay. Yeah, sure, man. I could definitely go it. Could definitely check it. Oh, what the heck? Wait. My screen went blank for a second there. I guess I'm having a bit of a technical difficulties. Sure, man. I'll go check it out. So this one's kind of interesting because it's kind of goofy because it has energy regen. Sure, man, sure. You could DM through Discord since you have Discord as well. I just created my well, technically I already have Discord. I just changed the name and everything. Okay. Hell's Generator. Okay, this might be interesting. Though this thing kind of does way more damage because it gives more crit damage, but I'm planning to play around with this. Can't believe I'm gonna... You know what? It's still a long way. Why not? Why not? Okay, 50, and then we just need to farm a bit more. Ooh, this one's gonna be really, really stupid or really smart.
Is it time to clock out?
Okay, let's do a bit of a daily here. Okay, definitely here. Can't believe I am doing this. Ugh. Okay, attacker. Oh wait, that. Okay, let's do this. So any speculation on what will Orphe be? Is she gonna be a fire attacker, or what are you thinking? I'm seeing some people debating about she might be fire rupture. Like she might be. Like there's some speculations that fire rupture is the thing. And then Seed is going to be either a stunner or a tank. But since we're going to have a rerun champion, which is Trigger, which is already a stunner, I don't think they're going to do back-to-back stunners, but seeing that in 2.1, we're going to get, you know, back-to-back anomalies.
My blade is already peaked.
Like, in the second phase of 2.1, we have Yanagi and Alice. That is both anomaly. Okay? They're both anomaly. So it might be a possibility that Seed might be a stunner as well. Because if they're doing back-to-back stunners, then it's very highly possible that they did back-to-back anomaly, so it might be a back-to-back stunner.
Careful, right? I'll take it. Another chance. I see it.
Come back. Okay. Looking good. One more. Just for min-maxing it. Just to min-max it.
Exactly. Get away from me!
Okay, that was enough damage. That was disgusting. Okay. Kinda done. Kinda maxed it out. Was it worth? Okay, forgot that there's that area. from Sudian Temple. The event. The last event. The battery event. Which is just a couple of days left. Where are you at? Why are you so far away? Okay.
We've got new stock in today. Come take a
Submit.
look.
And just a last day of this. That's the final event. Okay, time to
This
upgrade
is the path I
thing.
follow.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
This is very stupid, but I'm eager to try. Okay. So it boosts electric damage from basic attack. So definitely going for a 2-piece this or a 4-piece. As long as an enemy is in combat is shocked. So this thing's kind of meh. But I do prefer this because it gives so much crit rate and a lot of dash buffs. So I think this might... I don't know, it kind of might work. I'm testing it out. Okay, base attack, 624. Oh wow, it has a somewhat high base attack compared to... Well, technically this gives a lot of attack, but... Increased by 80%. Basic attacks and dash attacks. Yo, Tip! Welcome to the chat, my guy! Welcome back! I'm planning to try out, Drill Rig. Basically, Energy Region Haru. If it works. When launching an X special attack or chain attack, electric damage from basic attacks and dash attacks increased by 80%. This effect can trigger once every 15 seconds, so it's kind of the same cooldown as Hormone Punk? No, 20 seconds. Okay. This one's gonna be really goofy. But I think with Astra, it's possible. Okay.
What brings you here this time?
Please, maybe I should have checked what Deadly Assault has to offer first. Yo, Boost! Welcome to the chat, my guy. Okay, better start... Okay, I'm gonna start recording. Okay, time to record. The new face, new everything. Okay, time to go to Deadly Assault. Let's see what Deadly Assault has in store for us. Okay. Okay. I wish there's an electric... Probably, I hope we get to see... Oh, no. No, you gotta be kidding me. Though this doesn't have any enemy resistance. What are the buffs? Agent max HP increases by 30%. Ultimate damage increased by 40%. After using ultimate energy regen. Okay, so this one is 100% Ishrin. This one's Miyabi. Agent's energy generation rate increases by 25 and damage dealt by quick assist increases. Each use of quick assist increases all squad members' attack. Okay. This one is spicy. A lot of energy regen on Harumasa. Okay, I'm a play around with Harumasa here. I could definitely... Since there's no enemy resistance in Dead End Butcher, this could be the spicy This could be spicy stuff. I could definitely try a challenge here. But with Astra's help, I believe... I know, DA kind of sucks right now. There's Pompeii, and then this guy, and then this guy. So the Prestige team, the Prestige play here is definitely Miyabi here, Evelyn here, into Ishuan here. But I'm gonna switch that. This one's kind of obnoxious. I can't lie. I really... Harumasa it is. Hey, Skipper, welcome to the chat, my guy. It kind of sucks, because I don't like this Pompeii. This Pompeii is actually kind of obnoxious. But he's already in second form. But I think Harumasa can manage here. I'm gonna try here. Both bosses besides Miasma need Anomaly for their points. I know, man. Like, definitely Yishuan here. And over here, I could slap on Miyabi here. I cannot lie here. I think I want to slap on Miyabi here, but I also want to try Soldier 11. Ooh, this one's gonna be really tricky. But I want to try Dead End Butcher first. I did do something really cursed.
Eradicate all evil.
And by cursed, I mean...
We really
Need something?
standing by.
By cursed, I mean I'm going for this build. I'm going for Drill Rig Red Axis Harumasa. We're getting Energy Regen. And then
Oh, me? Sure, I guess.
with this buff that gives Energy Regen as well. That's so much Energy Regen by 25%. I think I could do a lot of energy spamming with Harumasa. Oh goodness me, this is gonna be really weird.
Concert starting?
Okay, let me check the equipment here real quick. So this is the build. Okay, crit rate, impact into crit damage, electric damage, and attack percentage. Really low crit rate, but we're gonna get a bit crit rate here on the 4-piece here. I know what this thing gives crit rate, and I think we're gonna have a lot of raw attack and a lot of electric damage buff. I could go for crit rate. I could definitely go for crit rate. That means I'm overcapping. Okay, this kind of is decent. Though it's kind of meh on the crit damage. But I'll try with this one. I'll try with a high bit of crit rate. I mean crit damage and a slightly very low crit rate. Like below 50% is not a good crit rate angle. Okay. Anby is just Anby. Just build a lot of impact. And I think Astra would definitely carry this team.
Concert starting?
Okay. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Energy Regen Harumasa. This is gonna be diabolical. Okay, let's see how this build feels. Complete Energy Regen. Okay, this one's gonna be really awkward. Now I forgot this. This guy does something.
Hard to practice.
Okay. Okay, not used to this guy's move. Okay. Not really quite used to his move just yet. Ooh, what the heck? Okay, that was a misplay. So Astra wasn't... Wait, Astra is actually equipped there. Okay. I thought it was the other Dead End Butcher, but this one is the one that spins? So this is gonna be really tough. It's the first time in a while. Yep, no bringer. Going for that move already? Oh no, this is bad. Like if you're perma... Very annoying.
Bring on snaps, the plan won't crack. Oh, how about isn't my thing? Bring on snaps, the plan won't crack. Let's keep it up.
Okay, this is gonna be really awkward. What the heck was that move? That's my first time seeing that move. I didn't know that he does that. Oh goodness me, this is gonna be really annoying. He's gonna be doing so much spinning and some fade attacks, which I'm not a fan. I'm gonna try throwing it over there. Damn, that's really hard to time. Okay, that's really hard to time as well. Goodness me, a lot of follow-up. Okay, that's really tough. So you can only dash a bit, only 2, but you can't do another follow-up, so you need to parry. That's really annoying. Or maybe I'm doing a bit slow. Okay. Okay, not there, Haru. That's a bit too... It's gonna be really slow if I throw it there. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Okay, so he does that 3 times in a row. Okay, really annoying to time. Okay, very annoying to time.
The plan won't crack. Oh, how about isn't my thing? Bring on snaps, the plan won't crack. Let's keep it up.
Dude, so many fades! When you thought he's gonna start doing the thing?
Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? Seriously? Alright, more. Be careful with the tape, will you?
Okay, this is spooky and be's really low. I have to do this.
Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack.
Pinch your maneuver.
Oh, that's really annoying.
Be gone. Keep the pace.
Full of away. Break away in one hit.
Targeting. Watch out.
Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack.
Stay exposed.
Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack.
Targeting.
Okay, that's kinda an awkward combo. Okay. Kinda awkward. This one's gonna be really tough. And I'm overcapping the energy regeneration rate, so I might change the build. Like, I'm lacking so much DPS in a single window that is just gonna be really tough. But I'll still push this team.
I follow. Ooh.
Needs
Ready for combat.
It's just that it's really impossible to try it with this. I was hoping to see UCC or Typhoon, but this one is really impossible. Like, we need a bit more crit damage, a bit more raw and crit rate. Like, we're losing so much damage. And I think going for a bit of a pen ratio is in order. Okay. Is there crit damage? Okay, this one's spicy. Okay, this one's spicy. Okay, that's a lot of crit damage.
Is it time to clock out?
Wait, we kind of lack the crit rate. Hold on a moment. Maybe if I go a little bit of a crit. Okay, no, wait. Technically, this does have a bit of a crit rate. Now we're going for more crit damage.
Need something? Huh? You sure you want me to join?
Well, you got hit a lot. Gotta go now, play HSR Fate collab. Okay, man. Appreciate you chilling with us. Okay. Okay.
This
Forgot
is the
to
path I
commit
follow.
it.
Ooh. Standing by.
It is gonna be really, really tough. This is gonna be really tough. But with a bit of an energy regen help, I think Arumasa will be getting enough energy in order to do a bit of a manual chain combo.
Standing by.
It's just this guy's really annoying.
Endgame.
Okay, that was really fast. Okay, that was fast as well. That was fast as well. What is that move? Goodness me. Okay, so it's a 2-second delay. And that's a 3 attack. Okay, very obnoxious.
Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. Break away in one hit. String won't snap, the plan won't crack. String won't snap, the plan won't crack. Clear mind. Arrows fly through. Seriously? Alright, more arrows.
Okay, really long lineup. Okay, that's really long wind-up. Like, you really need to, like, wait 2 seconds before you press the dodge in order to dodge his abilities, which is kind of annoying. Yo, Felix, welcome to the chat, man. How's Deadly Assault going? I just started. Looking kind of horrible and spooky. I really want to try Haru. And, what the hell? I really want to try Haru today, so I'm kind of testing it out here. The only issue is this guy is pretty annoying. Dude, so many wind-ups!
Target practice. Won't miss. Won't miss. Let's keep it up.
Okay, that was spicy.
Fracture.
Dude.
Combat isn't my thing. Won't miss. Won't miss. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Oh, that. Like, absolutely no warning with that ability. And of course, Anby dies. Ah. Really obnoxious. But I'm managing to warm up with Haru now. That was a lot of manual chains in the couple of first rotations. Which is kind of nice.
Standing by.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, what are you planning to do? Okay, that one is annoying. Like, so many lasers? Okay, really long wind up. Dude, how many of you are gonna use that ability?
Make way. Won't miss.
Okay, that's kind of awkward.
Let's keep it up.
Oh, wait, what the heck? Anby went down there.
Won't miss. Clear minds. Arrows fly through.
Yeah, that was kind of slow. Okay, I had to do this.
Combat isn't my thing.
Really weird combo. Oh, really annoying that you keep doing that. Like a lot of quick.
Hard to practice.
Damn it. Do not, dude, stop it, bro. Just stop with the cheap shots and the fade shots. I did this with Miyabi and got 0 performance points. Technically, yeah, because you need to dodge a lot with this guy, and Miyabi just perma CC's this boss, which is kind of goofy. But I'm just testing a theory here if Haruka can, I don't know, manage to hit the bare minimum. Okay, so that means a ranged ability. Wow. Dude, how many times are you gonna use that, bro? That's annoying. That was kind of an overkill on the stack, not gonna lie.
Neutralize.
Okay, that's kind of awkward.
The plan won't crash.
Okay, that combo is kind of awkward. I got completely confused why it went to Astra. Okay, do not overstack. Like, I keep messing up the overstack thing. Do not overstack. Okay, let's see what I can do. Please do not do any weird fade up abilities. Okay, that's so many. Oh wow, I can't believe I missed that. Hello, Haru?
String won't snap, the plan won't crash. String won't snap, the plan won't crash. We're not done yet.
Neutralize.
Really annoying, my guy. Dude, I can't seem to dodge that ability.
Target practice.
What the heck, bro? Astra doesn't have ult up there? You kidding me? That's so annoying. I thought Astra's ult would be up. I was planning to do a thing there. Astra, please. I need your ability to be up there. Okay.
Roger.
If this doesn't reach, I know. Okay, so sometimes he do that really fast. Hello? Don't have enough energy?
Keep it up.
Dude, that's so awkward. There's some cases where I need the energy to be up, but the energy is not enough in order for me to do the thing. To just start... Yo, Alpha! Welcome back, man! Cool new skin? I know, man. Love the new upgrade. Okay. I'm kind of theorizing if Haru can manage to hit, I don't know, at least 17 or 18k with this guy. Okay, so all of that is range attack. Dude, that's so annoying at times. Wow, you can start... Wow, that's so obnoxious, my guy.
Rainbow snap, the flame won't crack. Rainbow snap, the flame won't crack. Keep it up.
Neutralize.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. I pressed spacebar a bit too fast.
Who's the pathetic
Okay, I had to improvise that one. That's so annoying.
Be gentle with the pace, would you?
Oh, he's not mad. Damn it, bro, stop doing that. I really hate when he constantly spam that annoying disappearing fade attack. I'm counting, like, in my head, 2.5 seconds before you press the dash. I think that's a reset. Yeah, it's a Deadly Assault reset today, if that's what you meant. I know, he has this weird-ass move that I have never seen him do before. Okay, that's it's this move again. Okay, that's so many lasers though. You gotta be frickin' kidding me, man. I'm redoing that. That's so annoying. Every time when I see a chain, I just press my buttons way too fast that I just mess up the button switching. Definitely gonna let the chain happen first before I press any buttons. Because I'm a bit too excited. Okay, that's kind of...
Full of opening.
That was kind of awkward. I had to improvise. Wow, Ashley, you didn't have energy there? That's so cringe. That wasn't smooth enough. That spin technique kinda messed me up a bit. I was expecting him to be CC'd enough, so when I switched to Haru, it would start the chain there. Into me trying to, like, at least try to get 15 slash hits. Do a lot of fade attacks. Really a bit too slow. Haru, do your thing. Haru, you didn't need to parry there. I wanted you to just switch so I could start the EX special and then you do your manual chain shenanigans, but you tried to be flashy, appreciate the parry, but sometimes you gotta let me do the controlling, okay? Oh man, I'm losing it. Okay, this guy's really... Don't tell me you're doing this stupid move again. 1, 2, parry. You're telling me I didn't... Astra, what was that? Why did it switch to Astra? I'm so confused. Why did it switch to Astra there? Should it be supposed to be switching to Haru? It was supposed to be, I switched to Anby. Anby was on field for a bit, but there's some cases where Astra gets to switch. You know, it's supposed to be double switches before you could switch to Astra, right? Or unless there's a bit of a tiny window that I'm making a mistake. Okay, a bit late. Okay, this thing again. 1. And I'm already that 0.1 per second late. Notorious Pompey feels so much better. I know, man. He's keep doing the helicopter thing. That reminded me the meme. Helicopter, helicopter. Very obnoxious. A lot of follow-up. Wow, really back to back. Aru, do your thing, for frick's sake. You gotta be frickin' kidding me. I pressed the buttons a bit too fast again. Okay. Okay, calm down, Jade. Calm down. I just need to see a full, clean match, no mistakes, to see if Harumasa can manage to hit the bare minimum with this build and with this team. And if I can't, then I'm proceeding to just clobber this guy with Miyabi. Okay, real. That's so obnoxious this time.
Keep the pace.
Haru, do your thing! Stop doing that weird ass pose.
Keep it up.
Eliminating target.
Damn it, I can't. Enby, I was pressing EX special there, and you didn't do the EX special thing. Instead, you did the last 2 basic attacks, which was kind of cringe, but I was pressing the EX special there. Ugh. Okay, gotta lock it. Mistakes makes us better every time. Goodness me. Just need 1 clean run. Okay, we can't really dodge the...
Be careful with the pace, would you? Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. We're not done yet.
Okay, that was one smoother. Okay, forgot that you had...
Full of openings. Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. Spring won't snap, the plan won't crack. If it ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight.
Really annoying that you're cornering here, guys. Okay, had to ult here.
Confirmed.
Target practice.
Okay, Haru, I really hate when you do that.
Ring won't snap, the plan won't crack.
Hello?
Ring won't snap, the plan won't crack. You don't want to be a sitting duck, huh?
Dude, I
Clear
couldn't
mind.
find an opening to
Arrows
use my
fly
ult. I'm really too focused on using the dashes that I can't find an opening to to use my ult. Okay, I'm starting to understand the movement here, like the timing. I'm now warmed up, like close to warmed up. Okay. Andy, do a thing.
Won't miss. Won't miss. Let's keep it up.
Andy, I am spamming the EX special here.
Neutralize.
Clear mind. Arrows fly through.
It's gonna be really awkward, but I'm gonna do something different here.
Not over.
Okay, let me just do this back.
Second arrow.
Confirmed.
Envy, please let you good me.
Won't miss.
Navigate.
Won't miss. Who's the
Oh, that
pathetic
was
one
kind of
now?
spicy.
Fracture.
Okay, kind of a misplay there. Okay, so Haru can't beat this boss. Goodness me. Okay, that was kind of a one pull clean, but he can only manage to get 14k. This thing's kind of a horrible buff. And the damage dealt by quick assist is increased. Each user of quick assist increases all squad members' attack by 20%, stacking up to 3 times. So I'm not really utilizing this much. I know, man. Ambi literally has 0 HP. So I think that Harumasa cannot beat this boss with these buffs. So I am going back into the drawing board and then just complete Unga Bunga here. Okay, listen here, my guy.
This is the path I follow.
I didn't want to do this, but you forced my hand.
Eradicate all strike.
Okay. Let's see if my solo Miyabi can manage to solo this guy. Okay. Gotta test a couple of things.
Weakling. You're done. My blade is already sheathed. Weakling.
Dude, how can you supposed to do any dodges if it's gonna be complete?
My blade is already surging slash. Weakling.
What's my pulling plan? I'll tell it later.
My blade is already sheathed.
Oh wait, that was a misstep. No, none of that.
Weakling.
Nope. That was kind of awkward. The ultimate took forever.
Weakling. You're done. My blade is already sheathed.
What the heck? What hit me?
You're done. Scatter.
Wow, so sometimes he could do that really fast.
Weakling. My blade is already sheathed.
Okay, so Miyabi is kind of lacking damage here.
Weakling. You're done. You're done. The cold is
Okay, it's kind of lacking damage. So it's not Miyabi. So it's not a solo Miyabi run, but maybe it depends on a different buff. I'm gonna try this one. Agent Ether Anomaly. Increase anomaly proficiency increases when an agent hits enemies affected by attribute anomaly. Okay, so this one just shreds. So it's still this. Okay, so this one's a real tough deadly assault because the buffs are kind of meh. Okay, by the way, what is my what is my pull plan for 2.1? I already said this in Discord that I do plan to skip 2.1. And the not so legit information on Reddit right now actually stated that 2.2 might be Orpheus's release, okay? It's not yet legit, okay? It's not yet legit. The LEAK says that Orpheus is in 2.2. So, I need all the poly in 2.1, and then I'll just go completely crazy on 2.2. Because majority of the banners in 2.1 is pretty crazy, and I'm planning to skip them. But I'm actually having I already have a video prepped up. It's just need to be refined a bit. It's basically a kind of a future pull plan explanation as well, but mostly a guide for people who are looking to find, you know, a value, basically a min-max free-to-play value on who to pull. So the goal is to just state how should I say this? A simplified word here to just keep things short is who to pull with the amount of free-to-play polys that you can grab. You know, what is worth. That's basically the video. I'll probably upload it tomorrow. After this, I'll probably try to edit it a little bit. I did say that today's stream will be short, and I'll have to do a couple of editing because I haven't really been uploading in the channel lately. Okay. It's still definitely this, and I think I need to slap on Sukaku.
Is it work time? Is food included?
Interesting. I'm gonna pull Yuzua to bring my Granny Piper to the next level. The thing is, that's why I'm skipping 2.1, because as you can see, my account is not really anomaly based. It's purely on attacker, and since that 2.1 is an anomaly patch that my account doesn't really benefit, though I already have Miyabi, and I do not need Miyabi M3. Miyabi M2 is pretty broken enough. And Yanagi, though, is kind of interesting, but Orpheus is coming in 2.2, which is a kind of my prediction that will bound to happen. So I would rather not waste my guarantee. I'd rather just carry along my guarantee to 2.2, which is the safe play in my free-to-play pulling plan.
Let's hurry! I want to be back by dinner! This is the path I follow.
One thing that I didn't check is this one. Crit rate. Is it... Oh, yep, it's 19.
Eradicate all. Strike!
Okay, back to solo Miyabi. But this time with emotional support. Because it's kind of tough if... How should I say this? With the buffs looking kind of awkward.
It's over. My blade is already sheathed. Weakling. My blade is already purging slash.
Looks good. can't believe it wasn't enough energy.
It's over.
Can't believe I missed that.
Weakling.
Okay, this one's annoying. I wasn't supposed to use...
Weakling.
But just to test my theory...
I swear on my blade.
Can't believe that didn't auto-parry.
My blade is already sheathed. Weakling.
Okay, this one's kind of tough.
It's over.
Okay, that's kind of spicy. A bit of a... Again with that.
Weakling. No room for mercy.
What the heck did I can't believe I misplayed that.
Victory, the only option. Yes.
What the heck am I doing? Okay, so I think Miyabi can kind of clutch this, but no, this one's tough. I think with one Sukaku max stack buff would be enough. I think it would be enough. Just one Sukaku full buff.
Eradicate all evil. Okay, here we go.
But technically, this thing would be really easy if I do triple team. But I guess I'll have to do one full max stacks Sukaku buff here.
It's over. Look at me. There's no time to lose. You're done. My blade is ready. Time to eat. You're done. Scatter. You're done. You're done. Boss, let me at him. Look at me. I see it. Purging slash. Yeah. It's over. No time to lose. Evade. I'm unstoppable. My blade is already I swear on my blade. I see it. You're done. My blade is
Definitely you'll hit the bare minimum if Sukaku buffs Miyabi. It's just...
I'm unstoppable.
The hell?
Victory, the only option. My blade is already sheathed. It's over. Look at me! I see. My blade is already sheathed.
Okay, so with Sukaku's buff, you can get plus 10k. Okay. That's kinda... With Sukaku's buff, it just offers so much damage that it is literally enough to make Miyabi get 10k plus, which is kinda insane. Okay.
I shall follow your orders.
What brings you here this time?
Ishuan, Panda, and
Man is
then
iron,
Pulcra.
price is steel.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Awkward Wenjin. Let's go for this. Into crit rate. Into... Where's the other crit rate pieces? Attack percentage into astral into crit damage. Okay.
What brings you here? How about a reading before we go?
Okay. Let's try this. This is gonna be a same case scenario. It's just gonna be Yishuan doing Yishuan things. I could have slapped on Astra here to just make my life completely easy, but I'm gonna need Astra with the Pompey fight, which is gonna be really obnoxious. The red Pompey, I believe, is way more easier compared to the white one, because he's kinda obnoxious.
Let's take this quick.
Wow, I can't believe I missed everything. Hello, what the heck am I... Okay, so I was pressing the wrong button. It was... Okay, it was supposed to be C into E into space into EX special again into switch. Okay.
Your fate is
Wow, I can't believe I missed that. I really want to hit that. I know it's possible. Okay, let me try this again. So it's an instant flash into an instant hit, so you gotta be really fast. I've been wanting to try to do earlier. My guy does not want to let me.
Clarity and absurdity cycle.
Surrender now!
Okay, that's kind of a misplay.
Yin and yang.
Hello?
You're nothing but prey!
Have a taste of the good way Chip's unique technique!
We're definitely gonna go through the miasma mode now.
Judgment? Annihilation!
Let's make this quick. Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter.
Hello? Why did you switch?
Clear get murky. Reality and illusion. Strength and finesse.
It's really awkward as you run out of energy.
Time is right! Break up the heat!
Beg for mercy! Take that! Too late!
Breaking through!
Let's get still.
Hello? You shrimp?
Yin and yang converge. Evil.
Okay, that's a 1 second, need to complete the old thing. Okay. Made a lot of misplays, but with this team, I know it will eventually hit the bare minimum, because this team is pretty chill. And now for the last one, which is gonna be obnoxious, it's freaking, Pompeii. Overlord Pompeii. Which the buffs are kind of obnoxious, though this one is kind of an Astra one. We do a lot of switches, so...
I shall follow your orders.
Ooh, we really harmonize.
Okay. Val? With Astra into a better crit damage. What the hell are you using? Okay, definitely pen ratio because we
I'll
need to
protect you
start
from anything.
bursting in the stun windows. No, not that one. We need more fire anomaly. Okay. Let's lock in and just grab all the... Well, technically, 6 marks is all you need, and then you grab all the poly. And you can just start chilling. Hey, this is gonna be very annoying. Okay, Still not used to the... Okay, need to really warm up with this Pompeii, because he spins a lot. Need to dodge a lot.
That was
Wow, forgot about that move. Okay, that worked.
Don't cross the line. Nothing reaches my defense. Your journey ends with me.
What the heck?
The thread is still active.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Okay, I think that's instant
You'll make me
CC.
dashing you into the ground! Get lost!
What the heck?
Don't cross the line. Nothing reaches my defense.
My song is with you!
Don't cross the line. Nothing reaches my defense.
Yeah! Don't get hurt!
Long.
Oh, frick. Frick. Where's my face?
Get lost!
Don't cross the line. The best defense is a strong offense. Keep up the pressure.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundation!
Good, just Nicoleta died. Okay, technically we reached 20k, but I want to do a rerun where nobody dies. This is... Dude, my Coleta is stunning so fast. I love it, bro. I love that the M2 ability that just gives so much energy regen. It's insane.
Come on, try harder!
Heads up.
Dude, how many?
Neutralizing the threat.
Keep down!
Don't cross the line.
Final blow! My turn!
The best defense is a strong offense. The threat is still active.
Don't blink! You'll make me dashing you into the ground! Get lost!
Out of the way. Flawless.
Turn it on!
Nothing reaches my defense. Removing. Don't cross the line. Your
Is
turn
Pompey outside?
ends with me.
My turn!
Suppress the target.
You're kidding me. Pompey is outside. Bro, what is this bug? Pompey's outside. Damn it. Technically, we already hit 20k, but bro! Pompey glitched out. I don't know who pushed him out, but I think it was Kaleda.
I'll protect you, Miss Yao.
Don't get hit! Here we go! Crush him!
Don't cross the line. Removing. Nothing reaches my defense. Nothing slips through my defense.
Okay, so I think what pushed him out there earlier
The threat is still active.
was Evelyn.
Don't blink! You'll miss me smashing you into the ground! Crush him! Come on, try harder! Keep down!
Goodness me, look how fast my Kaleda just
Don't
stunned.
cross the line.
My turn!
Nothing reaches my defense.
Do it now! My song is with you!
Cross the line. Nothing reaches my defense.
Crush him!
Don't cross the line.
Final one!
Nothing reaches my defense. Your journey
Okay, looks
ends with
spicy.
me.
Okay, ouch. So let me see if I can sneak in a couple of...
Don't cross the line.
Don't even try. Here we go!
Nothing reaches my defense.
Let our souls resonate!
Don't cross the line.
Allow me!
Nothing reaches my defense. The best defense
Okay, I think we got the perfect
is a
pose.
strong offense.
Let's go. The perfect pose. Complete flash and everything. Okay. Goodness me, man. Okay, so that's Deadly Assault. Pretty obnoxious that it's gonna be really difficult to try to do challenges here because the buffs are very horrible. Yo, Jade, welcome back, man. How are you today? I'm doing fine, man. Feeling kind of sick right now. But I'm doing fine. Okay, so doing challenge runs in today's Deadly Assault reset is gonna be really difficult because of how really limiting the buffs are. Like, it's really horrible. Not gonna lie. But we take the poly. Okay, I'm now at 27k. I managed to recover from all the poly losses from Jafufu's banner. Hope you feel... Oh, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But don't worry, man. I'm planning to end stream early because I need to edit some stuff, you know, for some YouTube stuff, because the channel has been looking a bit dry. I haven't really uploaded a single thing yet. Basically, the video is about 2.1 banners, free-to-play pulling advice, you know, who to pull, who to skip, like, who has more value. That's basically the topic. But looking, I also have another video, like, man, like, I have so much content in mind that I'm not managing to edit anything. I'm, like, procrastinating. Keep forgetting that you have to dispatch these guys. And then you have to craft them. Goodness me, 14k. I mean 15k. But not planning to sell anything because there's nothing much to buy in the game. Technically, I could buy the cat ears, but I think the panda head is still superior.
Good morning. How's your mood today? Feel free to take a look around.
Okay. By the way, there's a bit of an Easter right up top of here.
Morning.
These is actually one of the devs. This guy. He's actually one of the dev team. Forgot his name. Well, nothing much to do in ZZZ. I basically speedrun Deadly Assault. I was planning to do challenge runs to really challenge myself, but looking how horrible the buffs is, it's kinda cringe. But I do want to test out Shiyu defense. If I could try to sneak in Harumasa. But the thing is, it's electric resistance. Man, like, really tough to sneak in Harumasa lately, man. Like, we've been getting a lot of electric resists. Like, purely electric resist, man. And no electric resist in the, in Deadly Assault as well. I mean, no electric weaknesses in Deadly Assault. Okay, technically, Zenless Zone Zero has been spoiling, electric, element in not in 2.1, in 1.6 when S&B was released, and then Trigger. Like, a bunch of electric really spoiled into 1.7 where Vivian and then Hugo came out, which Ether and Ice and Electric was superior. And now, when Shifu was released, Ice and Ether... I mean, Ether majority is kinda bonkersly good right now. Ether and Fire. And for sure, in next week, when 2.1 is released, we're definitely gonna see a lot of physical weaknesses. It's just gonna be a very common thing. Okay. I was hoping to really try Harumasa
Need
on
something?
today's Deadly
I'll
Assault.
ask my colleagues.
Because if I managed to get, you know, if Typhoon was here, I would definitely try Drill Rig Red Axis. Basically, Energy Regen Harumasa. This thing looks spicy if you plan to go for electric damage Harumasa. That's just prioritize a ton of... Though the crit rate is really horrible. I cannot lie that. But this build I think it can manage to deal enough bare minimum damage with Typhoon. Especially I'm planning to use Astra with this team. It's just really fun.
Ooh, we really harmonize. Sokaku, ready.
Dude, been seeing a lot of... Yo, Volt, welcome to the chat, my guy. I kinda want a cool male character that they would add in ZZZ. They are planning to add a cool male character. His name is Minato. But I think he's gonna be released in 2.3. Or they plan to make Minato a A-rank character in 2.2. Because that might be a possibility. Or he's probably going to be an S-rank agent that would be released in 2.3. Or, who knows, maybe in 2.3 or 2.4 would be Angels of Delusion.
Eradicate all evil.
Because the previous guy that was released was Hugo.
I wish you a fabulous day.
And man, Hugo's pretty fun to play. Though his playstyle is kind of repetitive, you basically need two stunners.
I shall follow your orders.
Basically, your prestige team is Hugo,
I'm at your disposal.
Lycon, and then Lighter.
I'm here, so we're good.
So basically, 3 husbandos in the team. The playstyle here is to just stun the
I
boss
shall follow your orders.
with your 2 stunners, and then just switch
I wish you a
in
fabulous day.
with my guy to trigger his core passive, which is basically doing totalize. Like if the CC is bossed, and you basically deal totalize damage, dealing basically a ton of burst damage, waking up the boss from its stunned state, and then leaving a tiny bit of stun into going back to your 2 stunners again to repeat the whole process by putting the boss back to sleep, and then basically Hugo here would wake the boss up, dealing tons of burst damage. Rinse and repeat. I hope Seed is playable. He is playable. He is playable. In Discord, in Discord chat, I actually put down an LEAK, a not so legit information yet, in Discord that on 2.2, okay? It might be subject to change, but who knows? But sometimes the LEAK in Reddit is pretty accurate sometimes. So Orpheus and Trigger, Orpheus and Seed, okay, are probably in 2.2. Yep. Gloria's full stop chant. Okay. Dude, I've been watching a lot of streamers lately. Dude, shout out to Foxel, man. Like, dude, man, like the amount of drama has been going on is insane. Good thing I wasn't really part of it, but technically I did made one video about Saint Tonto, but technically I have my points about it. I was basically in the defensive side. I just really wanted to share my take, and you know, as a content creator, I was just curious, you know? Trying to experiment a bit of the content to, you know, get a bit more views. So that was my experimental take, but that's a first and last thing in my channel. I do not want to, you know, post any drama in my channel. It's very stressful. It's very draining. It's way worse than creating a guide content, okay? For those of you who don't know, I'm not a big fan of creating guides, okay? I did actually try to make guides, only 3 guides to be specific, which is a combo Harumasa guide,
This is the path
a
I
Harumasa
follow.
combo
Need
guide,
something?
a
Well, ask my
Evelyn
colleagues.
combo
Asset
guide,
confirmed. Preparing to move
and
out.
basically a
My
Pulchra
loyalty lies with
build
the winner.
guide. Those are the 3 guides that I've managed to create in this channel, and I don't think I would unless I feel like it, okay? Unless if I'm in the good mood. Basically, that's the saying. Can you make a guide on how to get a life? Goodness me. That is a tough one, man. That is a tough one. I've been searching one in the internet, okay? Because I actually need a bit of a tips here and there. Especially in the adulting, category. Because right now I'm actually in the uncle status right now. Man, that's really tough. Like, my millennial brain right now can't keep up with the youth. Man, but all said as done. Okay, 6 days and 7 hours. I think that is the same case as here. Oh no, 3 days and 18 hours. Can't believe that's so close. So in total 4 days left. I am kind of tempted to do a couple of pulls, but looking at my savings, I managed to recover all the poly that I lost from this cat after losing the 50. So I'm back at 27, which is big. And that is a total of Uncle Jade. Goodness me. 170 pulls plus 14, so 184 pulls. And in 2.1, there's an estimate there that if you're free to play pulls, you get a total of 114 pulls, but I've seen some YouTube videos out there that I think you're gonna get a total of, they say that you're getting a total of 200, but I think that was just clickbait for clout. Like, in 2.0, we managed to get 160. There is no way they would go back to back into releasing 200 free pools as free to play. Yo, Witch, welcome to the chat, my guy. So, I would really bet on it on the LEAK release about that photographic information about the total pools that you're gonna get in 2.1, which is, if you're free to play, it's a total of 114 pools. But since I have the subscription Battle Pass monthly thing, if you have that, it's basically 114 and then 144, and then if you buy the Battle Pass, the other Battle Pass, you get 153 total Polychrome pools, I think. 153-ish, I think. That's the amount of total poly if you buy both subscriptions. But I actually bought the cheaper subscription, which is way more affordable, you know, just to get a bit more savings for Orpheus, you know, because I did post in my Discord channel that in the free-to-play section that I created a bit of a, how should I say this, a horrible, what's the word? They calculate premium stuff like any bundles and stuff like that. I seen it in HSR. Yep, a lot of people do it. But sometimes there's some misinformation, like basically just clickbait stuff. So I'm like really trusting the LEAK in Reddit, that the infographic there is, sometimes the information they spread there is always almost close to accurate, okay? Sometimes eventually when the information is about to be released, they just tweak a little bit, like the same that they did with Jafufu and Yishuan when they were in the LEAK. Basically, they completely changed her kit after the final release. Well, technically, it always happens like that. So when the LEAK starts dropping, you know, in Reddit about Orpheus, it's bound to change in the long run. When she's gonna be released. So, in conclusion, I did post this on Reddit, you know, going back to what I said about my pulling plans. I am planning to just skip 2.1. It is what it is. I need to grab all the poly there because, as free-to-play, we need to make a tough decision, and in my opinion, you really need to look at your account. I propose we call the word licks. I think it's kind of a still of a it's kind of a bad word to say as well, because it kind of sounds like it. But I could agree with it.
This is the path I follow.
The thing is, 2.1 is pure anomaly. Okay? 2.1 is pure anomaly. Look, okay, here's why I can say that I can skip 2 banners back to back. It's because you need to really look at your account, okay? If you're gonna pull an agent, always think first that, do I really need this agent? Or am I just pulling for fun? Okay? That's basically the saying. Or am I just gooning? Or am I just, you know, having a waifu mentality collector shenanigans happening? We should proceed with calling them licks. Okay, we'll call them licks, okay? Okay, so back to it. You should always think your position in ZZZ. Like, right now, I'm doing fine in ZZZ. I'm managing to clear endgame content without even the need to grab OP agents. Because, looking at my position, I already have Miyabi, I have Yishuan, I have pretty good, strong agents that can
Preparing to move out.
that can really carry me. Even if I don't pull, even if I skip a couple of agents, and noticing that 2.1 is pure anomaly, and noticing my account is not even anomaly based, which is no anomaly agents. I don't have, I don't have Bernice, I don't have
Let's
Grace,
start the experiment.
I don't have Yanagi,
my
I don't
complete
have
support.
Jane,
Which
I don't have
alias should I
Vivian.
use to
Basically,
never turn
majority
down Satan?
of the anomaly agents I do not have. So, technically, you really need to look at your account as well. Depending on... Before you pull, you really need to look what kind of a player are you. What kind of... what is your play style? That's basically the saying. But I was planning to get C6 Miyabi. Oh, it really depends, man. If you really want to go that deep, okay? It depends on you. I'm just sharing this information, This advice that I'm sharing... Okay, like I always say in my past videos, that I am not the president, okay? This is not the law. I'm just giving advice, okay? I'm just giving advice. And you can use this information as a pinch of salt, You can use that information as a pinch of salt. It still depends on you on how you want to go. On how deep you want to go. That's basically the saying. Okay? If you want to go M6 Miyabi, then go for it, man. But to be honest with you, M2 Miyabi is kind of nuts already. It's already... But technically, if you grab M6, you get the flashy full charge shenanigans where Miyabi can use the most of the stances, which is kind of cool.
This is the path I follow.
I'm trying to build my Nana, Mabibi, and Yuhaha team. I think the team would be unstoppable. Okay, that's actually a really good team as well. I have my pull plans ready for phase 1, and I'm ready to skip phase 2. You're planning to skip Alice and Yanagi. Okay. We should vote Jade for to hold him accountable for his statements. Goodness me, I don't hold any accountables, man. I really do not. You're not the press imposter. I'm not, okay? Like I said, okay? All the information I say, you can use it as a pinch of salt. And, just use it as information, okay? It's not really the law, it's not the rule, I'm not being a dictator, okay? I know I get a lot of haters that I have shadow banned that really makes no sense, that why are you so mad? Did you even watch the video? I know I get that a lot in my channel, sometimes when people misinterpret the thumbnail. And then they just completely went straight to the comment section. Didn't even watch what's the full context of the video. Just went full keyboard warrior. Really makes me confused and questioning that why is this guy so mad? Clearly this guy didn't even watch the video. So sometimes I'm in the mood to be professional, Sometimes I'm in the mood to be professional and then try to communicate that, hey, buddy, watch the vid first before you dive into the comment section. I always say that, always be professional and be mature. But sometimes my Filipino blood in me sometimes triggers and then just, you know what? I'm not dealing with this guy. I'm shadow banning it. If you're gonna be a complete hater, a complete toxic fella in the internet, I'm just gonna shadow ban you. Basically, you're just screaming the void. Nobody would see you, I won't see you, but you'll still see my content. Yep, that's basically the saying, man. Haters gonna hate, man. Me see picture, me no like, me type hate. Grr. That's it be for all people and content these days, which why I comment on a vid you didn't watch. Yep, exactly, man. It's always like that. Like, I know it's a great strategy to, you know, use the clickbait strat to really get some views. And one thing that is really, really good, by the way, is a, how should I say this? A rage bait, you know? And you know what? Who's really good at, you know, at rage baiting? The man who shall not be named in this channel. He's basically, you know, as you can see, he's basically a bane of existence in the ZZZ community, but I get it, man. Like, most of his content is very unhealthy when it comes to ZZ community, but I'm not gonna go dive deep on this, okay? I do not want to direct this channel into a drama type environment. Yeah, that's definitely the word. A drama, negative, draining environment. No, none of that. In here, it's gonna be all chill, all positive, you know. Just chill, man. We're just here to chill, have fun, goon at our gooner game, and then... Yo, Volt, you're Filipino? I didn't know that. Taga saan ka? Taga, ano ako? Taga Luzon. Basically, I'm from Luzon. For people who don't understand what I just said earlier. For people who are not educated about of the Philippine map, there's actually 3 major islands, okay? There's Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Okay? We all know it's Lord Voldemort. Yes, the man who shall not be named. I'm actually from Luzon. The heart of Luzon. A bit far away from Manila, but heart in Luzon. Oh, taga Mindanao ka pala. I see. Man, appreciate finding the Filipino peeps, you know, the ZZZ Filipino finally showing up. My people, where are you at, man? Well, technically, I've been like from the start when I created the channel. I did start speaking in English, but I know eventually we'll start to pull the fellow culture people, you know. The cultural ZZZ gooner gooner peeps. I wish there's a ZZZ Filipino community in Reddit, but we don't have it. It's only official and then just, you know, global. But most of the groups are in Facebook, which is really, it's really hard to promote content in Facebook. It's just, yo, just a loser, lol. Welcome to the chat. What is that name, man? I like your VTuber model. Yo, appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate the sub. Oh, man, you and me both. I love ZZZ. ZZZ is actually my first gacha game. But technically, I did play a bit of Genshin back on its beta release, but I didn't fully play on it. Okay, just a bit of a, you know, share my story, or, you know, Volt, in our saying, share ko lang, you know? It's basically, share something in my story that when I started playing Genshin, it was on its beta release. Basically, point zero. I got signed up for the before, you know, the beta release. I actually signed up for an email and I got joined into it. I played it on the beta before its you know, final release. I played it. But I was at college back then and my phone wasn't really that good. I wasn't really that good. Not that good, but my gadgets are not really strong, you know, to play Genshin. It can manage to play in low specs, but eventually it will heat up, and then I did play a little bit, managed to explore the first area, but then when they finally updated, the file was so big I couldn't update it, and I was busy with college, so I had to, shift my priorities, so I stopped playing. So that's the end of my Genshin story. And then after, when I finally finished college, I tried getting back to Genshin, just check it out. And then after playing Genshin, holy moly, the map is so freaking huge. Like, I saw, like, there's now, the mainland, the first area, it's now just a small area. And now there's this big desert area called, was it Natland? And then there's now islands. And then you could, swim underwater? Like, what is this, Subnautica? Like, dude, if I'm gonna play Genshin Impact and full commit to this game, it might take me a year to reach Endgame. So I'm like, oh no, no, I am not gonna play this game, so I completely uninstall it. So that's that. And plus, I've missed so many, good agents. Like, there's just so many new agents that I don't know. So I just stopped. And then, after, watching a bit more YouTube ads here and there, I discovered ZZZ. Okay, you could guys watch my full story. It's basically my first video in the channel. It's basically my story on how I started ZZZ. Okay. But I do not want to recommend you guys to watch it, because it's kind of cringe, and it was my first video in the channel. I was a bit of a noob. I was very shy speaking to the mic, because it was my first time speaking in the mic, and most of my editing there is pretty rough, and I'm still, like, warming up, trying to get used to the editing and stuff. I have a phone from 4 years ago, still almost 5. Goodness me. But the phone that I have 4 years ago finally gave in because I was kind of brutal and aggressive with it, so it gave up on me. I can't even open ZZZ on there without it crashing. Oh yeah, definitely old units would definitely struggle with ZZZ, but what I found the solution is to turn off the damage numbers. I think that might help. Bernice should rerun again eventually. I'm a mobile ZZ player, and I can confirm I need my toast to play optimally. Bernice would rerun again. I think that's very unlikely, but I think it's possible in 2.3 or 2.4 onwards. Mobile players are built different. In ZZZ, yes. Especially if you mean Harumasa. If you...
Go ask my colleagues.
I actually have a video tutorial guide on Harumasa, how to do manual chain combo in the phone, on how to do, 15 manual chain, 15 dashes manual chain on the phone. It was very difficult. I thought you could, like, drag the buttons to where you want, but no, you're, like, limited to only a specific type of buttons, which is very hard. I was really hoping that they would... I did actually sign a, basically a note, basically... What's the word? I can't find the word in my native language to English. What's that word? Basically a letter. It's okay, just to be specific, a letter to, a petition later. That's it, a petition letter to the ZZZ devs that they need to add the button where you can drag it to wherever you want. Because imagine if you can do the claw technique, when you play, like, for example, COD Mobile, for example, or PUBG Mobile, when you have the claw technique. Like, imagine if you can do that in ZZZ Mobile, bro. Like, imagine if you could do combos like that. You'll be way more comfortable to doing the hold technique on using manual chain, which is very, very would make you do manual chain combos with Harumasa easier. But also, I'll check the video out. Oh, you mean my first video? I do not recommend, okay? It's kind of cringe because you'd really see how, but technically looking back on it, it really is, I don't know, it kind of feels good because seeing how much I improved, like seeing how much I leveled up, you know, looking back, it kind of feels good that I've, you know, learned a lot because right now, doing YouTube here, creating content, being an editor, being the content creator itself, doing the voice and everything in the channel. Basically also the artist and stuff, but AI kind of helps me with that stuff. But looking back to it, like, I really improved a lot. It really feels good that this YouTube of mine is kind of a self-journey, and you guys also are in this with me with this journey. Like, even though, you know, especially for the OGs, whether you're an OG or a new subscriber or a new viewer in the chat, I still appreciate you guys, you know, because you guys are part of this journey of mine. And man, it really feels good to be a content creator where you have a small community. You know, I'm not that famous, okay? I'm not that famous. I'm just a random YouTuber, chill guy that loves to do challenge runs, that is also free to play, that loves to play my Gooner games, but I'm just a chill guy. But I know big things start small. That's the saying. That's a proper saying. I have a friend who did tower to floor 100 with mobile. Goodness me. You actually can if you have Yanagi. If you have Yanagi, Astra, and Miyabi, or Trigger, you can climb. You can climb the tower really consistently. But right now, I'm not really committing to the tower because I just grab all the poly from the tower. Okay, let's go to my HIA area, just to flex what my tower is. You've grown a lot from that 300 subs I found you on. 300 subs! To be honest with you, which, I think I kind of caught you, lying there, buddy. Why did I said that? Because, okay, I'm gonna be crystal clear here, okay? I actually started the channel 500 subs. 560 subs, okay? To be honest with you, because this channel was a rebrand, okay? Because if you're gonna check my channel, I started my YouTube channel with 560 subs, because this was a previous YouTube channel that I was planning to go back in 0, okay? I was really gonna try and commit with 0 subs, but after discovering that I have an old YouTube channel that had 560 subs to be specific, I had to use that because, bro, that's like, you know, a bit of a head start, you know? And I only need a couple of views to reach the eligibility requirement, you know? Because clearly, for you to be eligible to be monetized in YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. So, I kind of caught you lying there, man. Yes, which I always keep track, man. I always keep track. So technically, you guys are actually started subscribing when I was at 700 to 800. But basically, you are kinda in the 300 subs, to be specific. Because I do have 560 dead subscribers, to be exact. So if we minus 560 with my 1,000 subscribers, so technically I do have 500, so yeah, to be specific, which you actually are in the, you guys, you know, the OGs are actually in the 300 sub area, you know? So maybe if I reach like 1,800 subs, maybe that's the true 1,000 sub goal, because I have 560 dead subs, to be honest with you. Okay. Base guy, he's basically me without... Maybe when I get Caesar to babysit me, I can get to 100? Oh, definitely Caesar. Wait, I forgot to share my thing, my Battle Tower Simulator. Technically, I'm at... Wait. Yeah, technically, I already... Like, I just need to grab the poly. Like, I just aimed and grabbed the poly, and then just stopped there. Yeah, I just stopped here, and then I went up a little bit, and just try to challenge myself. But I did try to reach here. My best record is 55. Okay, so it shows it. So I tried grinding. It gives a lot of dennies, by the way. Regardless, when I found you, it was when you had just put out the Harumasa vid. Yes, that is actually, the Harumasa vid one. It actually popped up overnight, by the way. Dude, the Harumasa vid was actually the snowball start in my channel, looking back to it. Because when I first started the channel, like 4 months ago, like I'm only like 4.5 months in YouTube to be exact. Looking back to it, man, it was really, I'm just gonna share something, in my native language, share ko lang. I'm gonna share a bit of my YouTube journey that it was tough, First video uploaded, put a lot of effort to it. Like, it took me a week before I could have released it. I also like 3 weeks on that first video, and the total view count was just 15 views. It was really heartbreaking. So I know I needed to make another video. And then the second video only hit like 10 views in 2 weeks. It was really sad. Like, it was really demotivating. Like, imagine if you put so much effort into it, like, especially as a content creator and an editor that puts so much effort to it, and you don't get any traction, views, or appreciation. It really hurts, man. It really puts you into a position that, man, should I even continue this? Is this even worth? It was a really tough start. But then I tried to, like, after doing a bit of a research here and there, I noticed that Harumasa is getting a lot of views, and noticing that I'm trying to push a free-to-play type of a channel. Hey, and since Harumasa is kind of a free-to-play common thing, probably people are gonna get a lot of it. So, just took a bit of a strategy play there. So, I mastered how to play Harumasa. Back then, I really didn't want to play Harumasa. But I did it for the content, I did it for the, just for sake of content. I mastered how to do the 18 to 19 slash Harumasa dash hit. Managed to do it, with a free-to-play team. And then overnight, like, dude, like, I managed to hit my first 100 views thanks to the Harumasa video. I was so happy, bro. I was so happy when I got my first 100. And then when I went to sleep, woke up, it was in 600 views. I was like so hyped, man. Like, yo, finally got my first 500 there. It felt so good, man. It felt like when you're, just starting in YouTube, getting your first, it felt so good. And after a couple of hours, I finally hit my first 1,000 thanks to that Harumasa video. I see people commenting, I see people, bro, it felt really good. I felt like, okay, YouTube is feeling kind of worth it now. I will definitely push it. That was the feeling, man. I'm in Discord now. Hey, man, welcome to the HQ. Just a loser? You gotta change your name, man. I can't call you I can't call you a loser, bro. Like, come on. Everybody's a W, man. Everybody's a champion. I have a confession. I only went to floor 26. Dude, there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. If you can just grab all the poly and then dip, there's no shame in that. Though I did with Ellen and without... Wow, big Chad move there. No OP agents, just a complete Ellen main trying to climb the the ladder. That's a Chad right there. I'm only on 32 on the permanent tower. Higher than me. Wow, 32. Oh, so this is actually the permanent one. I didn't actually remember what I have in the time limited one. Okay, I have 60. Holy moly, I didn't know I was a sweat player here. Oh yeah, 60 was my peak. It was the Jane Doe one. And now man can't even manual chain Haru? That is actually true. Because we've been not getting any electric weakness boss, like no UCC, no Typhoon. Well, technically we did get it in last in last Deadly Assault, man, but it was so sad, man. Like right now we're not getting any electric weaknesses bosses lately. Like right now in Shiyu Defense, bro. And you know what's gonna happen in 2.1? Most of the weakness is gonna be physical, okay?
Man is iron, rice is steel.
Majority is gonna be physical agents, because, you know, anomaly and physical, you know, in 2.1. Majority would be anomaly, ice. Though, Yanagi would rerun, so it is a possibility that in the second phase, we might get a bit of a... I don't know, a Deadly Assault electric weakness. We might see Typhoon or UCC. Or a Shiyu Defense with electric weakness. Because I really want to play Harumasa because...
Need something?
Because because Harumasa carried me, okay? Like, Harumasa is a part of my channel that really carried me. He actually started to make me snowball. So I'm always hyped when it comes to creating content about him, because he's the Chad in the channel, you know. He carried me thanks to that guide. Yo, Skipper, man, welcome to the chat. Wait, you're already here. You're actually lurking. Sweaty boy. In fact, this rotation for Deadly Assault and Shiyu resist... I know, man. It's constantly a electric resist and ice resist because they really want to put Miyabi in check. But I think that's going to change in 2.1 because most of it is going to be anomaly-based. And since Miyabi is going to rerun in 2.1, then probably we might see a bit more ice weakness here and there. But man, it really feels good looking back, you know, when I started YouTube. Really feels good how much I've improved. And man, like, if you guys are gonna watch my first video, you know, just a bit of a share about it, that, man, when I first played ZZZ, it was on 1.1, I think. It was on Jane Doe's banner.
Alias should I use this time?
It was on Jane Doe's first banner. And man, back then when I tried pulling, I have no idea how gacha system works, okay? ZZZ is actually my true first gacha game. Because I don't know what the 50 system works back then, man. It was it was shattering experience for me. I did get my first my first standard agent here in the standard banner, and it was Soldier 11. She was my first S agent, but I was really looking forward for the dog, you know, but I got this. But I have no idea that there's a stunner thing and then an attack thing here. Like, I had no idea. Like, I'm a complete noob back then. So, we got Ellen Jo's rerun, right? So I pulled and pulled went full hard pity, okay? When I finally saw the S, I was hyped, bro. But then after spinning, I lost the 50. That's how I discovered how horrible. I got to work to do now. Okay, man. Appreciate you, Felix, for joining with us, man. Gotta keep grinding the monochromes. Okay, man. You grind those monochromes. See you in the next one, man. Appreciate you watching with us. You know, chilling with us. We're chilling with me. Appreciate you as always, Felix. Okay, back to it. Dude, that's when I first discover that the 50 system is an absolute horrible mechanic, man. So that got me thinking, like, how can you win this game as free to play, you know? I went actually completely broke, okay? Like completely zero in polychromes. I forgot I got 600 here. Because I did bought the cheap subscription. So I went completely broke, like went full, I don't know, I was at 40, like 30 pulls left. I didn't get Jane though. But I didn't know that there was guarantee back then, you know? So I was devastated. I felt like doing a reroll, like creating a new account, but I was already level 43 something back then. Level 43 and really far away in the story. So after playing a bit, I think I was at 38. I don't know. I couldn't remember. It was basically before Miyabi shown. Okay, Miyabi, the section 6, before it was shown. So back to it. I felt devastated. Like, that was the starting point for me why I pushed being a free-to-play account, you know, a free-to-play player. Because how can you win these gacha games, these evil gacha games, with a 50-50 system as free-to-play? Like, there is no way. Like, imagine if you want every character, every banner, every next banner. Like, okay, I want this agent, I try to pull for it, and then I don't get it, and then you'll always, you know, spend all your resources to zero, didn't get her, and then you basically repeat the process. I think that is an irresponsible way to spend your poly. Because as free-to-play, you really need to make tough decisions. And you know what? I made the most toughest decision back then, you know? The first time I saw Miyabi, noticing that Miyabi was a big deal, that Miyabi was removed from she was in the beta and then removed from the beta, and then planning that she's gonna be OP back then, like stuff like this. And yeah, technically she did become OP, but back then there weren't any leaks or stuff shown yet. But when I first saw the trailer about Miyabi, you know, fighting Neva, it was absolute peak, man. Like absolute goosebumps, bro. From that moment when I saw her, bro, I completely tunneled vision, bro. I completely save up. After Jane Doe's banner was over, Caesar's banner was next. After Caesar, it was Bernice, right? And then after Bernice, it was Yanagi into Lighter. Bro, I skipped 4 agents, man. Yo, Eminem, welcome to the chat. Almost forgot your nickname, my dude. So, back to it again. Where was I saying? I skipped so many good agents back then. Back then when I skipped a couple of agents, I didn't know that the 50 system would go back, but I didn't know that you have guarantee, that you can take the guarantee over as many banners as you skip. I didn't know it back then. So technically, I could have grabbed a Caesar back then, but no, I just went full free-to-play Unga Bunga. And man, it was a tough climb, you know. It was an absolute grind fest. Like, the only decent team I have back then was Soldier 11. My M1 Soldier 11, okay? M1 Soldier 11, Piper, and Lucy.
Good day, Proxy.
That was my team. So basically what the playstyle here is that if you have faction connections with Piper, right? I kind of play Piper as a semi-support because her base thingy here, when another character in your squad shares the same attribute faction, when Piper has 20 or more stacks of power, all squad members' damage is increased by 18%. So this is actually, I'm just using this just to buff my Soldier 11. That was my playstyle back then. It was a really horrible grind, man. Like, it was an absolute grind fest. I skipped so many good agents. I could have pulled Lighter when Lighter first came out, but then when Lighter was released, a lot of licks, okay, I forgot, we're gonna call them licks, okay, L-E-A-K, from Reddit, that Miyabi was next after Lighter. Dude, I was so hyped that I just, went complete tunnel vision again. Nope. Not looking at Lighter. We're gonna save every tiny bit of poly. And bro, I managed to farm up 40k poly on Miyabi, okay? So you can't really blame me.
This is the path I follow.
You can't really blame me for going all out on Miyabi for grabbing M2 because I've skipped so many agents. That I went full crazy with power. Like, I want to pull! I kept pulling and pulling and pulling and grabbed M2 Miyabi. I did win 150 and then also managed to grab her Wenjin. So, man, like, already crazy. Like, I went full Gamba crazy mode. Do you want Caesar's signature? Thank you. You were thanking me from the previous reply to you when you said hi. Man, I wish that YouTube, the delay would be a bit more faster. And not, there's no 30-second delay. Just kind of annoying. Because the messages is kind of delay with me. But I will read every single one. Every single chat. I got 25 pulls now on my free-to-play. Oh, wow.
Eradicate all evil.
You better need more. But though we are getting 114 free pulls in 2.1, so that's still gonna net you. It's either you will lose the 50 or you will get guarantee. Not in between. Or you'll win 50. I learned after Lighter's banner how the 50 system fully worked. I just feel... Speaking about Lighter, bro.
Eradicate all evil.
I did say... I actually posted this on Discord, in the free-to-play strategy channel. Where I basically do a bit of a plan A, B, C, D. This is how I actually strategize when I do my pulling plans. I always take into account about every possibility. Like, majority in the list right now in 2.1 is a complete skip. But I actually have a bit of an option as well that I also actually put a list as well that if I ever do plan to pull for Yuzuha, because there might be a possibility that Yuzuha might be best in slot for Orpheus, okay? There's some cases like that, Like, who knows? But seeing that it doesn't kind of look like it, so it's not really much that of a crazy thing to worry about, because since Yuzuha is a pure anomaly base, dude, the one thing that I'm just afraid of is that if Orpheus is gonna be anomaly, I'm gonna gouge my eyes for skipping Yuzuha. I'm gonna be very, very pissed. That's the one thing that I fear, but I don't think that's gonna be the case, because seeing how they released the live trailer on how we see the new characters, we see Yuzuha into Alice, into seeing Trigger, into seeing Orpheus. Why did they show Orpheus there? It might be a hint that Trigger might be having a rerun in Orpheus's banner. That's my prediction. So I think Trigger
I've got your back.
is gonna be the best in slot for Orpheus. That's my prediction. And it was such... Okay, now looking back at the majority of I did say I actually skipped these guys, but I was actually hyped for Hugo back then. I actually said this in the Discord as well, the free-to-play strategy about my pulling plans. I did stated that I was planning to pull for them, but after noticing that Yishuan is gonna be released someday, like the Void Hunter is gonna be released. I know I actually posted a video about it that, you know, we're actually in the prepping phase, you know, because, you know, the first Void Hunter is released, and then Astra was next into basically a side story, back to chill. Basically, when Miyabi was released, main story, peak story, and then back to chill story. So basically, when SNB and Trigger was released, side quest, and then side quest when these two was released, and then back to the main story. That's how it went. I'm pulling Mono Ice Team is fun. Wait, holy moly, you guys have chatted so much and I've been yapping nonstop here. I will wait to the last day, Jade, guys. I actually tried to set it to 5 seconds. It's still kinda, it's a 3-second delay. It's still a 30-second delay. Okay, I want the new Boo. Oh yeah, definitely the new Bang Boo, which is the Sailor Moon one. That was kind of cute. I might try to pull for her, but sadly I'm not grabbing any 2.1 characters, so I won't benefit the buff. So, not gonna grab it, you know, because in order for you to unlock the passive thingy, you need to have the faction agents. That's how things work here. M6 Miyabi is crazy, bro. M6 Miyabi is definitely crazy. Very broken. You can set it... I will wait to the... Okay, where am I? Yep, Mono Ice Team is very fun. Like, definitely this is the team. We actually have a newbie in the HQ. His name was Harsh Boss. Technically, he's the baby... in the channel. He's actually a new person. Technically, he was kind of asking a bit of a tips in there on who to save up for, so he got lucky. He lost the 50 to Lycon and got Sukaku, and now he is pre-farming all the polychromes. He lost the 50 on Jafufu and got Lycon. So basically the stars are aligned. His account is actually really prepped for grabbing Miyabi. So he's kind of in a good position right now. So he's saving up for Miyabi. I hope he wins 50 and 75-25 back-to-back. But technically he has guarantee, so he will grab Miyabi into hoping he wins his 75-25. Might not get Yuzuha. Same as well, because noticing that Yuzuha is more of an anomaly support, and I think Astra can manage me.
We really harmonize.
I think Astra is really enough to manage my account. Miyaber's Lycan and Sukaku. Oh, you're also pulling Yuzu? Okay. She's kind of good. Like, I actually have a prep video about her, but I haven't fully watched on what she does. I like her since 2.0 preview. Yeah, man, like, you know, the umbrella. I thought she... Well, technically she is kind of anomaly, because when I first saw her, the first thing came in mind was Vivian, because, you know, they actually have the same umbrella, so I was thinking, like, she might be anomaly, and she is anomaly, a support one. Yep, definitely Trigger is gonna be the best in slot. Yo, Neku, welcome to the chat, man. I'm backtracking the previous chat because I've been yapping so much that the chat got stockpiled, and I do not want to leave out every single chat. Love new players for Miyabi, definitely. Like, I actually prepped that in the video that I would plan to edit later and then uploaded it tomorrow. That if you're new, I highly recommend Miyabi, period. Because Miyabi is just It would really
This is the
secure your
path I
account.
follow.
Harsh Boss did go to your stream. Dude, Harsh Boss is like, you gotta understand the kid, okay? He really wants to know some stuff. Some say Yuzua is better than Astra. She's better because she buffs disorder damage, okay? She's kind of good on the damage department, okay? Astra, though, is kind of superior, still superior, because Astra is a healer. Astra gives heals. Astra and Panda is the only support agents in the game that give healing, okay? Which is a big deal. Healing is a very big deal in this game, okay? And if you're planning to climb the tower, having healers is very important. Because keep in mind, you know, you cannot recover health if your agents are damaged when you're planning to grind the tower. Thanks for subscribing, welcome to the casual tryhards. Hey, man. Appreciate it, man. True chill, just a loser. Man, I really not used to calling you that name, man. I'll call you JL. Yes, Astra is pretty more rounded because one thing that I really appreciate that they release another S limited support is that it's kind of based on she's kind of the missing piece for Anomaly, just to free up your Astra. That's basically the thing that the route they went for. And one thing to keep in mind, if Astra would rerun someday, do not grab her Wenjin, okay? Do not grab her Wenjin. This was a free-to-play veteran's mistake to me. I didn't do my homework back then. That her Wenjin's passive is kind of meh. Technically, her Astral Piece plus Kaboom the Cannon or Bashful Demon, whoever you have, basically 5-starred, is kind of better. They say it's kind of in the same situation, it's on par, so it's kind of a wasted pull. So that's 80 pulls. A shame of 80. Wait, not technically. I actually lost the 75-25 on this. So, but it was early. I got 20 pulls, lost the Wenjin to Soldier 11, because if you would look, I have 3 stars of my... Dude, I've been getting consistent Soldier 11, like, goodness me, like, ZZZ really want me to become a Soldier 11 main. I got a BRB for Rabbit Jade? Okay, man, appreciate you chilling with us. Hope to see you later. Or maybe in the next one. Sometimes I really try to understand a bit of a acronym words. Thank you for yesterday, Jade. Oh man, appreciate it, man. Of course, bro. What did I do? What did I do? I actually forgot. I'm having a bit of a short-term memory loss. I was kind of busy yesterday doing some IRL stuff that I forgot what happened in yesterday's stream. Molly Zhang, Astra's English voice actor, would be proud and happy you got her signature W engine, though? Really? Okay, then at least somebody's proud. But in a free-to-play strategics perspective, it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it. Okay, so a bit of a tip for you guys, if you guys don't have Astra and you guys are planning to grab Astra, do not grab the Wenjin. It's not worth it. If you have Kaboom the Cannon or Bashful Demon, it's better to just slot in these, because it's kind of better. It's kind of on par with this. But if you have this Wenjin, you will definitely get the required attack requirement which is 3,400. Well, not 3,400, 3,390 to be exact. But 3,400 is the roundup. Would definitely give you the amount of attack that you need to really maximize her core passive skill. That gives the amount of attack in this here. Basically, her passive that she gives by you just press one button and basically gives tons of buffs.
Ooh, we really harmonized.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty weak when it comes to the acronyms, but I'll keep that in mind. I'll take note of that. I'll add it to my vocabulary. And oh yeah. Well, nothing much to do in ZZZ, but I have not watched anything about Yuzuha, so I think we could go watch a bit of Yuzuha vids. How about we do that, you know? How about we do that? Okay, gonna be a bit of a black screen, don't worry. Into opening my YouTube account, wait, bit of a black screen, chat, don't worry, I'm fixing it, Okay, let's go to YouTube, into zoom in that. Okay, looks good. Into going back over here to open the, okay, minimize that, open OBS, into League of Legends. Let's go. Okay, technically I haven't really watched a bit of a, let's search what was his name? Wait, let me move that there because that thing is popping up. And then let me show up chat here. What was his name? I win to lose. Let's see if he has a released video about, okay, there it is. I actually prefer watching it. Goodness me, of course the ads
are still going to be on Bullfrog.
Did nobody see my poppycock post?
Nobody
Hello
cares.
And welcome to my channel.
Okay, let's watch this.
Today, we are here to take a look at an
Have you guys
early
watched
access
this?
video for Yuzuha.
I have not
the
watched
next upcoming
Hako's
S-rank
video,
agent
but I
in
actually
Zenless
prefer
Zone Zero.
I actually prefer I win to lose's editing style because I'm a big fan of his edited shenanigans. Sometimes I, you know, as an editor, I love to
both sick.
Let me talk first. I win to lose. Okay, maybe I need to move my character a bit. Okay, chat, let me pop you up guys there, so there's double chat. Okay, let me minimize my character real quick here, because it's kind of eating up the whole screen there. Okay, let's just put you back there. Okay, bit of a, you know, bit of a sharing, because as an editor, I really love watching other content creators who are really good at editing as well. Because I, you know, as a content creator and the editor as well, I take notes, okay? I really take notes on how to do the, how did they do that transition? That transition is so dope. I want to try that. Like, you know, a bit of a editor's, sharing. And by the way, my cursor is Miyabi, okay? If you guys want, this cursor, you can actually get it on, there's actually a Reddit link. I think I forgot to post it on Discord, but you can actually search it. And then for PC users who want the cursor, there's actually a bit of a Genshin cursor waifu there as well. And then also Wuwa, I know I've seen it as well. And then some HSR waifus as well, cursor, I've seen it. Haku has a good vid. I Win to Lose is also good. Okay, I'll definitely watch I Win to Lose because, you know, like I said, his editing is really good.
And got a bad haircut, so that is why I both sound like crap and look like crap at the same time. And those aren't good excuses for not making this video. And also, we can actually see a significant height discrepancy between Yuzuha as well as Jufufu. Never really thought about that myself until just now. And there's also one really neat detail that they put into Yuzuha's costume here. You can see that the raccoon is actually wearing a new outfit. looking like it's ready to hit the beach like Yuzuha is.
It's not about the raccoon.
Absolutely a great costume, and I gotta be honest, I think this costume is power creeping costumes in Zenless Zone Zero.
I know, bro.
Now, what is Yuzuha all about? Yuzuha is a physical support agent who specializes in providing a large attack buff as well as anomaly related buffs. And she does a lot of stuff for anomaly teams, so we're going to check out her kit in a bit. But first, before we do that, let's take a look at a quick animation showcase.
Okay, a bit of a... Okay, looks good. Did you get scary over? I did saw the vids, man. I did saw the vids, bro. They're all over Reddit, man. But did you guys see the Monado bathing suit, though? Oh, the raccoon's name is Kama. Okay. In my country, goodness me, that is so a horrible way to pause, but in my native language, the word Kama is actually bed. So I kind of got confused. In Filipino, the Kama word is bed. Yeah, she's kind of a, you know, she's kind of a tease. I can definitely see. There's actually a theory. Actually, okay, that is actually a really wrong timing to. Right? Okay, a bit of a. Okay, let's go back a bit. Wait, turn your head. Whoa! Okay, damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sadly, Witch is not here, but Witch actually had a great theory in mind, okay? Yuzuha might be, I don't know, she might be deaf? I think this is a hearing aid, because it kind of connects to her ear. That was actually a very, you know, a smart prediction or a theory from Witch. That this might be a hearing aid? Because, I don't know, maybe Yuzuha might be, you know, have some ear problems, so this might be a hearing aid. Because it kind of connects to the ear, you know? Like, it was a great observation. Okay, they're showing damage numbers, which is good. Okay, do keep in mind, I know something that when she does that umbrella animation, it's basically from Monster Hunter Worlds, where basically Charge Blade mechanic, where you could parry. Okay, it's just free parry shield. It's basically guard point. That's the word. Might skip Alice. Alice is kind of interesting for me because I love the Fiora budget Miyabi playstyle. I know, man, the purple accent is really nice. Goodness me! Okay, that... Oh, goodness me! Okay, can't believe... That was definitely
This video was filmed on the early access server and is not indicative of the final product. There may be some changes on release, so be sure to check the comments down below to see if there are any. Alright, let's talk about Yuzuha's kit, and I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible because
I know, man, I love that
it is
Alice
both extremely simple.
Alice just completely reminds me of Fiora in League, bro. And that's just really broken. Like, she's just aura farming. You know what? She's basically Miyabi. When I first watched her in a first time in the live, if she gets like triple stacks, she would do Miyabi stuff, like, you know, constant fencing stuff. Jade, again, man of culture.
And extremely complicated.
Oh, you know me, I had to like, you know, do a bit of a, what's the word? What's the word again? fan service for my
when
chat.
it comes to her kit. Basically, all you really need to do with Yuzuha, and this might sound familiar to those of you who have used Astra Yao, is you just have to hit the enemy with her EX special or ultimate, but most of the time EX special, in order to activate this additional ability, which are these additional DOT effects or damage over time effects. And we can see here it's actually building up the physical anomaly gauge. And what if we actually hit the enemy with an electric attack? We can now see that it is now dealing electric anomaly ticks, building up the electric.
Okay, so she's kind of anomaly, but since looking at my count, she's
anomaly gauge.
Gonna
so not
benefit.
Only does she apply,
I'm not gonna benefit that much
of course,
if I do
anomaly,
grab her,
also
but we'll
applies
see.
The
we'll see what
anomaly of the element of the next character to deal damage that matches their elements. In this case, in this example, I used Yanagi.
She got a beautiful
but she also
body.
provides the entire
Calm down,
team
Eminem.
up to
Calm
1,200
down.
attack, as well as up to 15%.
What the hell? Dude, she kind of has the same. She's kind of on par with Astra. Holy shit. When inflicting disorder on enemies, the damage multiplier of disorder is increased by 250%. What the frick, man? That's so much. Dude, I definitely called it. It's this team. Like, you're gonna deal so much disorder. Like, Yuzuha giving a lot of attack, which means Yanagi will buff his disorder thanks to attack buff. Thanks to this, would buff even more disorder. And thanks to Vivian with the blue mechanic, you can multiply that by 2. Holy crap, that's 1 tick of damage. That's so disgusting. That's disgusting. Told you, bro, too hard to skip on this? No, it's still a skip for me. It's just that it's really disgusting. I could see that it's really broken, but nah. I'm still not sold because, hey, I am not gonna benefit with this. The only agent that can benefit here is probably my Piper. But who should I pair up with Piper? Miyabi? But my Miyabi is fine. Like, I do solo Miyabi and challenge runs. I actually do it in my channel, you know? So I technically really don't need a support. Though if I do need an emotional support, I use Sukaku. Definitely not her. Like, I don't need her for my Miyabi. Like, my Miyabi's doing fine. Like, she's already doing decent damage. Like, I already said this in a previous video where, like, if you're already dealing enough damage to basically clear all the story content, why do you need that much? Like, do you even need that much damage? That's basically the saying. Like, if you're dealing enough damage to clear all the endgame content, why go above and beyond, you know? Like, that, it's just, I don't know, it's just my free-to-play strategist triggering that after making the mistake for pulling, you know, the Astra's Wenjin, now I'm really strict, okay? I do not want to make the same mistake, so now I'm really strict when it comes to before I pull a Wenjin and an agent. I really need to do my homework, and like right now I'm doing my homework. Right now she's kind of busted, okay? If for an anomaly account, okay, for an anomaly account, she's kind of busted. Okay, technically I kind of need to move my character here because I'm kind of blocking I'm kind of blocking my guy. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here. Oh, and I'm also blocking his link as well. Okay, let me move that. My bad. Okay, let me guys move you back here so I can read. Okay, so for an anomaly account, yes, I could see this thing is worth it. But noticing my account, it's not anomaly based. Like, the only anomaly agent that I have is Miyabi and Piper, and Miyabi's anomaly shenanigans is basically played as an attacker, so I won't really count Miyabi as an anomaly agent, but as an attacker. Heard something to the new boss, got 100 million health? Goodness me. I guess that's because we're gonna be dealing so much disorder. They had to do a bit of an HP inflation. But the thing about HP inflation, you won't even notice it, because if you're... Look, there's a saying about the issue about HP inflation. Okay, I know the person, the he who shall not be named in this channel is basically just, you know, constantly complaining about HP inflation, power creep and stuff like that. That if your account is built for endgame content, you won't even notice it. About this HP inflation issue, you won't notice it. It's just the devs trying to balance things out, because we're getting new agents that will get OP synergy, okay? This thing's OP, so they really need to add a bit of a balancing, which is adding a bit more HP, because with the addition of Yuzuha, with this already, bro, is insane to me. That's a lot. Do keep in mind that disorder is basically true damage, okay? It's true damage. That's disgusting. You got grace? Nope, I do not have grace. That's why I can't really commit, you know? I don't have grace. I don't have anomaly agents. The only anomaly agent that I have is Piper. Yo, Musical Skull! Welcome to the chat, my guy. How's it been, man? Yes, Eminem, that guy. Dude, that spell. Abracadabra! I mean, though it can't be felt, it's there because of those that will wail out for... Yes, definitely also people who won't feel it. But to be truth with you, someone actually did a great explanation about this, about the HP scaling issue. It was a shout out to that guy. His name was, I forgot his name, but he was Dwarf Rants. Okay, that's the guy. Chad, go check his video explanation about the HP inflation issue, okay? His analogy about the bar slowly rising up was such a great analogy, explaining a simple way to explain that it's actually proper balancing that the devs are doing this. It's not because of Miyabi, but because of the new toys, you know, the new engines, the new teams, the new agents that we keep getting. Like when Astra's first release, Astra's buff was so insane that they ramp up the HP of the bosses, because Astra is a support that's so versatile, you could literally put her in any team, making it, like, deal so much damage. So it's just proper balancing. And then when Yishuan was released, I really love when Yishuan was released, the devs kind of did something to nerf Miyabi, okay? Because Miyabi has been going really rampant, and I know he who shall not be named actually complained about this, about the miasma. I actually made a video about him. Basically, it's my analogy about it. Basically, some issue check that, hey, guys, miasma is we should not fear this miasma effect. Like, as gamers, you know, complaining and panicking is not the solution here, okay? The devs gave us an obstacle, you know, a problem. So it's us gamers to find a solution. Like, that's the mature and responsible way to do it. You know, the respectful way to do it. So, I did what every content creator did. a bit of a drama, a bit of a clout, you know, a bit of an experiment into sharing a solution. And the solution, I found out that stunners are really good at removing miasma. So stunners are going to be very important at removing miasma. Hear me out. Miyabi, Yuzuha, Astra. That's a bit too overkill, man. That's a bit too overkill. There is a saying about too much damage, you know? There's a saying about too much damage, but Miyabi with Sukaku is already enough, man. You could literally put Yuzuha with your other teams or with Astra with your other teams. It's better to spread your agents, because if you're going to create a single roster team, you're going to miss out in your other teams. So always spread your teams as much as possible. Amazing team. For real though, Miyabi, Yanagi, Yuzuha might be better, or replace Yanagi with Vivian if you want, or Bernice. That is so much damage already, but technically you can. That is already doing so much damage, bro. But, like I said, that is too much damage, okay? You could either just, you know, like Miyabi is already strong enough, okay? She's really strong enough that Sukaku is literally enough for Deadly Assault, and even in Shiyu defense, like, Miyabi and Sukaku is literally enough. Those two are enough to clear the bare minimum, okay? To hit an S rank in Shiyu defense, and to hit the bare minimum in Deadly Assault, bro. You don't need to go Miyabi into Yuzuha into Astra. That's just overkill. That's just overkill. But it is a fun way to, like, you know, I don't know, like, try to sweat and reach 65k. So, you know, just a bit of a experimental. Jade Bro and everyone in chat, I have to get going. There's some things I have to do. Okay, man, appreciate you chilling with us, Neko. Okay, to people in the chat who haven't subscribed to him, go subscribe to him, man. Like he's the true, absolute chill guy. Like, he's the absolute chill player. He's very chill. Go check him out. 07, Neku. See you in the next one. Okay, let's go back here. Like, there's actually so much more to see.
Additional damage. And where is that attack buff coming from? Well, basically when she hits an enemy with her EX special or ultimate, then her entire team will get the Tanuki Wish, which grants an attack buff equal to 40% of Yuzuha's attack. So basically, if you have 3,000 attack on Yuzuha prior to going into combat.
Okay, so I'm seeing the vision now that she's kinda superior with Astra, because Astra's requirement is 3,390 in order to get that 1,200 buff, okay? So with Yuzuha, you actually need just this amount.
She'll provide the maximum 1,200 attack buff. Not only that, but it also provides 15% bonus damage, and this buff lasts for 40 seconds, so basically she'll have 100%.
Holy moly, that's so long!
Uptime on this Tanuki Wish buff. So yeah, we can basically see, in a way, this is very similar to the way Astra Yao works, effectively providing a massive attack buff as well as some, you know, other types of damage multiplier buffs. In her case, a 15% bonus damage.
Though it does not proc
multiplier buff. I almost forgot to mention this, but Yuzuha's little raccoon buddy, every 11.5-ish seconds or so, will sometimes attack the enemy, and I'm not sure why it's not attacking anymore. Now that I'm recording it.
2,000 years later.
Is the little raccoon going to attack? Yes, there it goes. Finally. Finally. It is such a fickle thing. Sometimes it just doesn't bother attacking the enemy, and I can't quite figure out why that's the case.
Goofy raccoon.
But here we go. Any second now, yeah, there we
You gave a sub, man. He will really appreciate that, man. He'll really appreciate it.
Here we go. Just start blasting.
I know it's kind of
doing,
a Lucy orb
comically
thing.
Negligible amounts of damage, but it is very cute. But that is not the only thing that makes Yuzuha really interesting and unique. We can also see here that actually, well, we're not really going to see here in this example.
He can do damage, but it's not much. So basically, it's just it's basically Lucy's boar.
But basically,
is a bit weird sometimes. I can definitely see that, man.
Is dealing the 1,402. But what's really interesting about that is that those ticks do not actually contribute to the attribute anomaly damage formula. Instead, they just build up the gauge. We can see here that every 8 seconds or so, Yuzuha will perform this off-field aftershock coordinated attack when you hit the enemy, and the last hit of that is that Sparkle's max thing, which applies
so that's her aftershock. So whoever is the main DPS dealing the thing, from my understanding, I don't need to read this. It's basically, it's visually explained that whatever color is this, whether fire, ice, or physical, if Yuzuha does consumes a stack and uses an aftershock, it would really help increase. So Yuzuha is really good for anomaly teams. It really helps this thing proc consistently, because that's what anomaly wants. Anomaly teams really want consistent procs, because that's just their damage.
Pretty decent amount of electric anomaly. We'll hit the enemy again. We can see here. You'll see that went up by a pretty decent chunk. We can see here that Yuzuha is effectively just building up this electric anomaly gauge all on her own without any help from Yanagi, but there we go. We can just use Yanagi like that in order to deal a decent amount of shock damage. Now, speaking of those off-field aftershock damage attacks, she consumes these things, which are called sugar points, to perform.
Does it need to be full, or does it need to be just have a stack? When Yuzuha has sugar points, landing a hit with other active characters' attacks will have Yuzuha continuously twirl her umbrella and attack centered around the target before launching a powerful shell, dealing physical damage. When this attack lands a heavy hit, Yuzuha consumes 1 sugar point. Basic attack, hard candy shot is considered an aftershock. Basic attack, hard candy shot can be triggered once every 8 seconds. Character is invulnerable while using the skill. So you just need to use X special, you get stacks, and then it doesn't matter if it needs to be full, because it takes 8 seconds, bro, for one thing to pop. So maybe just use her EX special a bit here, and then once it's up again, rinse and repeat. So basically the same playstyle as Vivian. So she's kind of a mix of Vivian and Astra, where she gives buffs and some anomaly. Basically that, man. I guess that's it.
Aftershock attack. So you do need to build up some of those sugar points in order to, keep up the aftershock attacks that she provides once every 8 seconds. And the way that she generates these is pretty simple. She generates 2 with her EX special. She generates 1 from her chain attack. She generates 2 from her ultimate.
Okay, basically Vivian, bro. She's basically Vivian.
And she generates 1 from her defensive assist. But there is a...
Basically, Yuzuha is the support version of Vivian.
Really unique part of Yuzuha's kit, which makes her a bit less of a passive character than Astra Yao. And that is this. She actually has a hold basic, which allows her to go into a defensive umbrella stance and parry the enemy's attack. So we can see here that we'll just do this, hold that, and we can parry it and follow it up with an assist follow-up attack.
Okay, so she has guard points. Dude, I'm starting to really appreciate Zenless Zone Zero after playing a bit of a Monster Hunter lately. Like, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter, and I'm seeing a lot of similarities where ZZZ took inspiration, and it's definitely Monster Hunter. There's so many inspirations happening.
You can see that the parry will also give us 1 of the sugar points.
Thanks for recommending me, Jay. Small CCs unite.
And we can follow up with an assist follow-up, and we also have access to an additional special, faster EX special attack. So
I really, hey, Neku, man, before you leave, if you're still here, or maybe he already left, before you leave, man, I really appreciate you, reaching out when I was, you know, starting. I know you're actually... I was really surprised that somebody wanted to reach out and react to my ballsy video move. You know, the constant skip, skip, skip. Dude, there were so many haters when I first released that video. It was basically a big brain move. It was kind of a... The thumbnail was kind of a rage bait, to be honest with you. It was kind of a rage bait. I find it funny.
Little tricks here and there.
I'm gonna have a blast with Yuza. Well, definitely, if you're an anomaly main.
Those
like,
aren't the only buffs.
Like you have anomaly teams, she's definitely really good. You'll definitely get a lot of value from her
that she provides to her team, because why would they be? This is a Zenless Zone Zero character that we're talking about. So to translate this, basically if you reach 200 anomaly mastery on Yuzuha, you will gain 20% additional anomaly buildup on the entire team, as well as 20% additional attribute anomaly damage and disorder damage.
Okay, so you only need 200, and then probably the threshold is probably...
In total, Yuzuha provides the following buffs. She provides up to a 1,200 attack buff, 15% bonus damage. She provides up to 20% anomaly buildup for the entire team, and up to 20% anomaly and disorder damage for the entire team. She also provides 25 energy for teammates when she uses her ultimate, because she's a support character, and she provides a good physical anomaly application herself. Finally, she provides off-field teammates elemental anomaly application without diluting their anomaly damage, and she provides whatever drive set that she equips buffs, which when needed is typically around 15 to 24% bonus.
Goodness me, that's gonna be... That's a lot. Like, she gives so much. That's really strong. Okay, I could kind of see that she's kind of superior in against versus Astra, but one thing to keep in mind, Astra gives heal. Okay, heals are very broken in the game, so they just went really crazy here because, you know, she's fully anomaly support. But I think Astra is still superior because her ultimate granting a chain and heal is kind of busted. You could really create some OP combos, you know, especially on Evelyn team. You could get like you could do seven chains. I did make a guide about that, you know, the 7-chain Evelyn combo guide. So I think she's on par with Astra. She's not replacing any support. Like, every new additional support is welcome because supports in the games are very broken.
Bonus damage. She also surprisingly provides a decent amount of days despite her low impact stat, thanks to her very high days multiplier on defensive assist, as well as her hold basic defensive assist. And of course, she can provide whatever support Wenjin buff that she has equipped, which if you have her signature weapon equates to 60 anomaly proficiency to the team, or many other buffs that the other support Wenjins can provide. As you
managed to do 6, and you have lighter. You actually can do 7, man. You can actually do 7 when you have lighter. In order for you to do the 7-chain, you need to have Astra, I mean Evelyn's jacket to be off. Because the tech here is that when Evelyn uses her ult, she no longer consumes 3 stacks. She only consumes 2 stacks. So it's all about resource management. And you can definitely sneak in 7 chains since you have lighter. Because lighter extends the stun buff duration to 3 seconds, meaning you can sneak in a 7-chain. I still try to learn how to get 9, like I see some people do. No, you can't do 9, like only 7. That's the total. Like, 6 is the standard and 7 is the final chain total. In the stun window. In the stun window.
You can see Yuzuha provides...
I do have a guide in my channel, you know. I do have a guide about Evelyn's combo.
honestly a comical amount of buffs, making her absolutely excellent for buffing anomaly-related teams. Okay, I've got a very quick damage comparison buff example
this is what I want to see.
And I gotta be completely honest, it is very tricky to properly kind of showcase this because of the way that anomaly works. But in this case, I decided to kind of go with a Vivian plus a Yanagi setup.
Let's go for the showcase. Like, none of that. That's really confusing.
Okay, so for the showcases for this video, here is my Yuzuha's build. I did switch between the 4-piece Swing Jazz as well as the 4-piece Astral Voice and found them to be quite comparable to each other.
I think they use Astra ult. You don't count the ultimate as a chain. You just count it as an ultimate. The chain is when she consumes the stacks. That's how you count the chain, and also triggering a stun chain. That's what counts as the chain. The chain count in one of Lino's explanation.
Well, it just kind of depends, you know, who's doing most of the damage, or if the damage is a bit more split between your team. And we also have the 2-piece Phaethon's Melody with Anomaly Mastery, attack percent as such for the main stats. And finally for her Wenjin, we have her signature Wenjin for most of the showcases, although do keep in mind that
the heck, while off-field the Equifer's energy regen. Wow, there's so much energy regen. Wait, this is not it.
Weeping Cradle is a fantastic option for her as well,
No, go
along
back
with
to
some
the
of the other
Wenjin.
usual suspects, like, you know, the Kaboom the Cannon or whatever else.
No, where's the Wenjin? I wanted to read the Wenjin.
Although do keep in mind, and finally,
when the Equifer's X special attack or ultimate deals physical damage, their Anomaly Mastery increases by 30. When the Equifer's Aftershock hits an enemy, all squad members' Anomaly Proficiency increases by 60. That's broken. Though this is kind of mid, it's good. It's good. It's not broken. It's decent. It's decently good. You can definitely just grab Weeping Gemini or Kaboom the Cannon.
For her Wenjin, we have her.
You can definitely build her in a free-to-play team. I think Kaboom the Cannon is gonna be somewhat better here because Kaboom the Cannon gives passive buffs. You know, a bit of an astral shenanigan. It has the same astral shenanigan, the Kaboom the Cannon. So I think this is actually good because it buffs attack. This one just buffs anomaly. Anomaly increase, and then Aftershock, anomaly proficiency, only one instance. This thing only gives anomaly buffs. Compared to Kaboom the Cannon, that gives a plus buff once you always constantly switch. So I think you could definitely skip her Wenjin if you don't have enough pulls for the Wenjin. You could definitely just grab Kaboom the Cannon. I think that's the go-to plan here. I think it was just a mistake on the video I watched. He probably counted the ultimate as a chain as well. That I would understand that it counts to 9. It would definitely count to 9 if you add the ultimate. But basically how the counting of chain works is when you trigger a stun chain on Evelyn. You know, when you click Evelyn, when she does the stun chain, into consuming her stacks. You know, the triple stacks. When she does that, that's how we count the chain. And when Astra uses her ult. Do keep in mind, with one Astra ult, that's equivalent to 2 chains with Evelyn. You can actually get a consistent 5 chains with Evelyn in the stun window with her stacks up.
Wenjin for most of the showcases.
So yeah, like I said, this thing's actually really good. You could really skip the Wenjin because this thing only gives anomaly buffs. The Wenjin only gives anomaly buffs. Though she actually needs anomaly, but if you got good substats enough to reach her requirement, you could really get it. Especially if you went anomaly mastery and anomaly, and then attack boost here. like in order to complete a requirement.
Weeping Cradle is a fantastic option for her as well, along with some of the other usual suspects, like, you know, the Kaboom the Cannon or whatever else it might be. Okay, I've got a few quick showcases for you guys,
Miyabi.
and I didn't quite cover up on all the details earlier in her kit and stuff, because, yeah, she is actually quite complicated for being such a simple character overall to actually use in practice. And one really neat thing about her is that we have special anomaly types like Frostburn with Miyabi, as well as Auric Ink for Yishuan. And, you know, of course, Yuzuha will actually swap over to those special elements as well. So in this case, she will be applying a pretty hefty amount of Frostburn instead of, well, you know, for example, ice or whatever it might be. So Yuzuha will match those instead of, well, you know, for example, ice or whatever.
Was that double disorder? 900. Holy crap. And then plus 400. That's disgusting. And we're already close to 1 mark. We're just a few seconds on the fight. That's disgusting.
It might be. So Yuzuha will match those kind of like special elements, whether it's Auric Ink or whether it's Frostburn. And when it comes to Miyabi specifically, I actually think that Yuzuha feels in some ways really uniquely suited for Miyabi, because one issue that I often had with Miyabi, you always felt like you were just a little bit off of when, you know, you wanted to apply Frostburn to the enemy. But thanks to Yuzuha's additional anomaly application that she herself provides, as well as, for example, the up to 20% buff that she provides in terms of anomaly application rate to Miyabi, now those Frostburns are coming way too fast, and honestly,
that's her ult. That's cute.
There's actually too many Frostburns in this situation where, you know, we're not even able to have Yanagi kind of keep up with the electric application rate for this. So perhaps actually switching it around
my guy
and
can't
having
move.
Yanagi actually be the element for
staggered again,
you know, Yuzuha to transform into, and for her to apply electric instead might be the way to go. But that's the thing with Yuzuha teams, is there's going to be an insane amount of like,
okay, this is enough for Miyabi team. That's kind of disgusting. Like, holy moly, consistent on the disorder damage. Where's the... Okay, this one.
You know, obviously Jane as well as Vivian, they are definitely going to be much more focused on the anomaly type damage instead, the disorders as well as the assaults and stuff. And I really should be defensive assisting with anyone besides.
Goodness me, that's blocking the
Jane, frankly, but you know, skill issues. What can I say? And yeah, with how many teams I want to kind of go ahead and test, this is definitely, you know, just going to be like some kind of first impressions, and really, like, let's be real, you know, kind of the average player. They're not going to grind infinitely to
okay, 700, decent. 300 into another 300, so she's kind of all right in Jane Doe. With Jane, she's kind of all right. But definitely could be placed in the Miyabi team.
Affect their rotations when they're just trying to farm some Primo Jam field attacks and things like that. Those ones do count towards the anomaly damage formula. I guess it's fortunate too, because when she's the only physical agent, or if she's the physical agent on a team like with Yishuan, then, you know, you're going to want those assaults to do some damage. I mean, they can't do...
Well, technically how Yishuan's anomaly bar thing works, it kind of deals damage, and it also helps her refill her energy. That's how she works.
Zero damage.
So she's actually kind of good. It helps her. It helps keep Yishuan's stamina up, because stamina is very unique in the game. Like, you really need to constantly trigger good parries and X special attacks in order for Yishuan to get stamina.
Which should be the case if Yuzuha didn't contribute.
Do keep also keep in mind that Yishuan is obsolete by pen, anomaly, and energy region are complete obsolete substat for her.
Anything, and she's the only physical agent on the team. Anyway, I'm yapping way too much about that. That is a bit more of an advanced mechanic that hopefully some of you guys understand. But if not, basically, you know, I didn't want to die.
I want to see
she does less, or you know, more damage herself, and things like that. You know, Vivian, you've got Jane. To a lesser extent, you have Miyabi. Miyabi can go with or without Yuzuha, but Yuzuha definitely feels fantastic with Miyabi as well. Honestly, Yuzuha is going to be one of the more valuable characters you can pull for your counter style agent.
He didn't showcase. I really want to see Yanagi with. Though he kind of showcased it here, but it's not fully showcased. I really want to. I wish I could have seen this team. This team in action. Like, imagine triggering. That would be so disgusting to see. Like, trigger a disorder, then trigger Bloom, and then her buffing it. That's gonna be disgusting. But I guess that's that. That's the video. So it's kind of decent. Okay, I could definitely see her a very good addition. Very good addition. Like, I can't be a hater or anything, but I am still gonna skip her because she's kind of alright, but can't believe I'm not subscribed because I'm using a different account. So she's kind of alright. But if your account is based on attack agents and not enough anomaly, technically you can pull for her because she is kind of an all-rounder. But if you're gonna put her in an attacker team, they will get a bit of an anomaly shenanigan procs because she kind of buffs a lot of. She kind of buffs a lot of anomaly buildup, bro. Which is kind of insane. My next most anticipated is the Idol faction. Yo, I'm actually hyped for the Idol factions. Especially the girl with the mace. I think she's gonna be an ice stunner. Because we haven't had any ice stunner lately. Except for Lycon. She could be on an ice defender, who knows? But I guess that's that for her. She's kind of interesting. Nothing OP or big of a deal. She's not that OP crazy strong. Okay, let me just. Okay. Rokudo is her rumored name. Really? The one with the mace. That's kind of fun and interesting. I forgot their names, but they're basically basically an Idols faction. It basically comes in the name. But either way, I'm gonna end stream here, man. I'm feeling kind of sleepy and I'm feeling kind of sick right now. Maybe because of the weather earlier. And I've got to edit a video, and YouTube is the channel is kind of getting a bit dry. And JL, just a loser. I'm gonna call you JL, okay? Appreciate you subscribing. Appreciate you for chilling with me, and for everyone in the chat, man. Appreciate you. Hey, a star. C Star Plays, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate for everyone for watching the stream. Sadly, Witch won't be able to catch up. I know Skull is lurking around here. And as always, guys, and also Eminem, if you're lurking, man. Appreciate you guys for streaming with me, for chilling with me. As always, my guys, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.